Golden Stories, where the proud get crushed under their own arrogance. If you're new here, like and subscribe. You don't want to miss what's coming. It started on a bright afternoon at the headquarters of a tech corporation so big it could swallow smaller companies for breakfast. The lobby was polished marble, glass walls glittering like diamonds. Behind the desk sat Claire Whitmore, a receptionist whose smile could melt butter if she ever used it, but today her lips twisted into a sneer sharp enough to cut steel. Walking in with quiet dignity was Jordan, a black man in a tailored suit, briefcase in hand. He had an appointment, but Claire saw him differently. She sized him up like he was a trespasser. "Excuse me, sir," she said, dragging out the sir like an insult. "We don't allow couriers through the main entrance. Deliveries are around back." Her voice rang through the lobby, loud enough for the waiting crowd to hear. Snickers erupted. Jordan's brow tightened, but he kept his cool. He calmly produced his ID badge, but Claire waved it away. "These can be faked," she smirked. "Honestly, who did you borrow that suit from? Must have raided your uncle's closet." Laughter followed again, phones lifted, ready to record his humiliation. The lobby buzzed with cruelty, Claire's words slicing deeper each time. Jordan stood still, letting her dig her own hole. But in her eagerness to belittle, she hadn't noticed the murmurs starting to ripple behind the cameras. People were paying attention. If you're enjoying just how vile this moment is, hit like and subscribe. Trust me, the tables aren't done turning yet. The room grew hotter with every word dripping from Claire's lips. "Look at that cheap handbag," she sneered, her voice slicing the air like a blade. "Probably a knockoff, just like you, sneaking into places you don't belong. What are you, lost on your way to clean the bathrooms?" Her coworkers roared with cruel laughter, clinking their coffee mugs as if celebrating a victory. One man leaned against the wall, shaking his head, phone out, recording every insult like it was a live comedy show. The cruelty wasn't subtle. It was loud, proud, and designed to crush. The guest, a calm black woman in a sharp navy outfit, stood silent, her face unreadable, eyes scanning the receptionist like she was nothing more than background noise. That calm only infuriated Claire further. "Oh, you think standing there all fancy makes you one of us?" she jeered. "Newsflash, sweetheart, no matter how shiny your shoes are, like you'll always be begging at someone else's counter." The other employees doubled over, wheezing laughter bouncing off the walls. A man coughed out between chuckles. "She probably saved her lunch money for 6 months to even step inside here." The mockery was merciless, designed to humiliate and break dignity down to crumbs. Every second stretched long, every smirk etched like fire. Phones tilted, capturing the cruelty, and whispers buzzed through the room. Some amused, others uneasy, but no one dared intervene. And if you're enjoying this story so far, make sure to like and subscribe to Golden Stories, because trust me, what's coming next will floor you. The laughter echoed until a sharp cough cut through the noise. A tall man in a tailored charcoal suit stepped forward from the corner where he had been quietly observing. His presence shifted the atmosphere instantly. Phones lowered, fake smiles faded, and the smug grins melted off faces like wax under a blowtorch. Claire, still basking in her little moment, didn't notice until he spoke. "Claire," his voice was ice, calm but deadly, "tell me exactly what part of your job description involves humiliating paying guests." The room went still. The man's badge gleamed. Regional director. Higher than Claire had ever dreamed of reaching. Her throat bobbed as she stammered, "Sir, I was only—" "You were only what?" he snapped, his tone slicing her excuse in half. "Only showing the world how toxic you are, only proving why some people shouldn't be trusted with a front desk, let alone human dignity." Gasps rippled across the office. The director turned to the cameras, the phone still half hidden but recording. "Good. Keep recording. Let the internet see what happens when arrogance meets consequences." His words landed heavy, like hammers on stone. He shifted back to Claire. "Pack your things. Effective immediately. You're done." Her face drained of color as murmurs shot through the staff. The same co-workers who had cheered seconds ago now looked away for Fry, suddenly allergic to eye contact. Claire's hand trembled, fumbling for words, but none came. And to everyone watching, if you're enjoying this takedown, hit that like and subscribe button. The humiliation is just warming up. Claire's heels scraped against the tiles as she stumbled backward, still clutching her name badge like it was a lifeline. Her friends, the ones who had laughed the loudest, suddenly developed amnesia. Not one came to her defense. Champagne glasses lowered, whispers spread like wildfire, and phones zoomed in on her tear-streaked face. She tried to salvage dignity, but it was like trying to mop up a flood with a napkin. The regional director turned to the guest, the very person Claire had mocked so viciously. His voice softened, respectful now. Sir, please accept our apologies. You should never have experienced this. Not here. Not anywhere. The guest, calm all along, simply smiled, but there was something behind it, a quiet knowing, the type of smile that makes arrogant people sweat bullets. Before Claire could escape, the guest pulled out a sleek black folder stamped with gold. He handed it to the director, who opened it and froze. His eyes widened, darting from the page to the guest, then to Claire. The silence was suffocating. Finally, he spoke, each word landing like a knockout punch. You mocked the owner. The office imploded with gasps, phones trembling as they captured every second. Claire's knees buckled. Her empire of insults collapsed in the cruelest way possible. She hadn't just mocked a guest, she had spat on the very person who signed her checks. And just like that, the racist downfall was complete. This has been Golden Stories. If you enjoyed this wicked twist, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more jaw-dropping tales.